Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects. We're going to be talking about how you get out of your comfort zone. I'm so glad you're watching this video. You're going to love this stuff. All right, you ready for this? How to get out of your comfort zone. I'm going to draw you a picture. This is your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is also your limit zone. Why? Because the size of your comfort zone is also an expression of the limits of what you do and don't get in life. This is what you do, this is what you don't. And you establish the parameters. And the next segment, I'm going to teach you how you get out of that comfort zone. But first of all, let's talk about what's inside of here. First of all, what is on the inside of the comfort zone? Inside of the comfort zone is your current results. Everything in here contains your fears. Everything here contains the good. And everything in here also contains the bad. The good, the bad, the ugly of your life is all going to be found inside your comfort zone. What do you think is outside your comfort zone? Everything outside is what you haven't achieved. So it contains new possibility. Out there, you're going to find risk, absolutely. But out there, with risk comes what? You're going to find reward. The reward, it means new results. Do you want to live in a world where you believe you're capable of greater love? Here you can find more love. And with the risk, you might find what? You might find more pain. So you might look at this list and say, Kris, you've just made a perfect argument to never leave my comfort zone. Some of you are looking at that list and saying, Kris, you've made a perfect argument why I have to leave my comfort zone. And I'll tell you something. This word risk is kind of a funny, fickle thing because the things that we're really the most afraid of often and likely never happen. They never present themselves. If you live in my world, I don't want to just be on repeat dishwasher cycle of just getting more of what I've produced. I believe I'm on this planet to grow and to learn and to expand and to create and to build. And if you feel that too, let me show you how you get out of your comfort zone. So imagine for a moment that I'm standing here with my feet, my toes together, and that's my comfort zone. And yet inside my comfort zone is what? It's like we talked about. It's everything that I've been able to receive. It includes my fears, my dreams, or any results that I have. Everything that I want that I don't have is going to be found where? It's going to be found outside my comfort zone. So, most of the reason and most of the time why we don't leave our comfort zone is we're afraid of that four-letter word, risk. And so if I were to step just a little outside of my comfort zone, we would assume that I'm only taking on a small amount of risk. But the further I go outside my comfort zone, I'm taking on what? More risk. You know what? The things that we're afraid of, fear itself, guess what? It's not even real. The things that you really want, if I tiptoe outside my comfort zone, then I will get a little bit of reward. But the things that I really want, they're going to be found way over here because I got to change and transform. Listen, you want a dream home or you want to manifest this or a better job, a better lifestyle, a happier marriage. You got to stop tiptoeing around because watch this. I can do a little bunny hop outside my comfort zone, but I'm only going to get a little bit more of what I'm looking for. If I really want to get what I'm looking for, then I could what? I could get all the way over here, right? Listen, the further you jump outside your comfort zone, yes, you might feel like you're taking on more risk, but the reality is you actually step into the possibility of greater reward. So think right now about the things that are uncomfortable in your life. Imagine for a moment that you are a shy human being. And so a little tiptoe out of that might be to start speaking up a little bit, maybe saying hi to people when you normally wouldn't. But really jumping outside would be really become the life of the party. It would be deciding to be really outgoing and fighting off that shyness and putting your hand out there and shaking hands and meeting people and networking and living life. Because by the way, big dreams require lots of people, so you're gonna have to get out there and get open. Change and transformation is what's required to get the things that you want. My comfort zone is not having a comfort zone. I wanna live where I'm always on the edge. If there's risk in my life, it means that there's the possibility of what? There's the possibility of reward. Really, if you take a look at it, the things that we're afraid of are being embarrassed or doing it wrong, saying it wrong, making a fool of ourselves, trying and failing. But you know what? That's what you got to do if you want to get where you want to go in life. So I'm inviting you to take some leaps. So close your eyes, take a deep breath in. We're going to intuition. I'm going to ask a question. What would it look like for you to take a massive leap outside your comfort zone? And whatever that is, whatever comes up for you, I'm going to invite you to honor yourself today, tomorrow, by taking action and leaping. Because you know what? You know what is inside your comfort zone. That's the known. You've been down that path. And frankly, you're just going to repeat more of what you've already gotten. But if it's time to introduce new results, new people, new fun, new possibilities, get comfortable leaping outside that comfort zone, because therein you will find what you are looking for in life. So guess what? It's time to leap. It is time to jump. It is time to make your most extreme action you possibly can to get out of that comfort zone, to discover what other awesome mysteries and curiosities and results and possibilities life can dish up for you. Thank you for watching today's video. Hit that subscribe button. Watch some more of these videos. We'll start notifying you whenever we post them so that you can be on the cutting edge of living your most amazing, limitless life yet.